I got recommended to make this video in the comments of my last video, and what's funny about this is I've already had this video idea on my mind. Joe Middleton is possibly the strongest 14-year-old I have ever seen in my life, and I've been following teen lifting now since I was a teen, right? Or I'm still a teen, but I'm saying just since I was like 11, 12 years old, I must have watched every single video out there, and this one opens my eyes, no doubt about it. Joe Middleton, now this kid is a monster. I'm not sure where to start with him. He's 14 years old. I believe he weighs 198. I'm not 100% sure. He's tall. I think he's pretty tall. And his bench press form is amazing. What also makes Joe very interesting is his coach is probably the best coach I've ever seen. One of the best coaches I've ever seen. Right behind my dad. But no, real talk though. His coach looks like an amazing coach. Check this video out. This is a video that I first found him. You can see his coach right here. If we turn the sound on, hopefully there's no copyright going over it so you guys can hear it. But this is the first video I ever saw of him. Greg Doucette commenting man how. And when Greg Doucette says that a lift looks nice, this kid may be the phenom. Check this out. Oh, there's music. Alright, I gotta turn off the music because I don't want it to go quiet and you won't be able to hear what I'm saying. 315 for 5. He's into Crunch Fitness. Look at that form, bro. It's insane. It's incredible. I mean, he's in a Crunch Fitness repping 315 for 5 at 14. What I'd love to know, well, his coach is in shock, right? But what I'd love to know is the fact that his coach has built the basics for him. A lot of newer, younger lifters, especially the strong ones, don't understand the first thing about the bench press is your wrist position. Take a look at this real quick. Wait for it. Look at how he holds the bar. He holds the bar the exact same way you see world-class bench pressers hold the bar. He has the exact same setup, the exact same arch, everything like world-class bench pressers. I don't know how many hours his coach has spent with him teaching him the most perfect form, but it is clearly paid off. It is crazy. This guy's coach, I have to give the most props to. And another crazy thing about Joe, I don't think if we can open this picture, he doesn't look like he's 20. When I was younger, I can't remember the video. I think his kid was 13. Yeah, he was 13 and he benched 250. I can find it. But he never really got that much stronger, right? I don't know if it was really his thing. I think he was just lifting for football. But this kid looked like a grown-ass man at 12 or 13 years old, right? It was just like unheard of. But when you look at Joe, he looks like a 14-year-old. And that's what makes it that much better. What does that mean? That means that puberty still has an effect. He's still got a long way to grow. He's still got, his testosterone's probably not maxed out yet. He's still got a long way to go. And I think that is just crazy to see. And I think Joe very well could pause 500 pounds by the time he's my age. Easily. Check this out. We'll check out some of his heavy competition lifts now. Let's see. Does this have
Here, stay high. That's light, Joe. Start.
Perfect form.
Press. Oh my God. That's light, Joe. Start.
See, and what's awesome though is his coach is informing good form, good technique before he gets to the meet, right? When I was 15, I got to my first meet. My dad tried telling me you have to pause it at the bottom. I didn't even know there was a start command. Until my second meet there was a start command. My first meet there was no start command. But, my dad competed back in the day. There was no start command for that. This guy clearly has a ton of information, right? I mean, he's given Joe the same thing that my dad gave me. My dad researched, he found the start command, we should start working on it. Exactly. And he's telling Joe, get in a good form. That's what my dad told me. He's like, we got to stop bouncing off the chest. We got to start pausing. And once I got a little bit older, he's like, let's cut the ego lifting. Let's get to the real thing. And having someone like this
Press.
is just amazing.
You are a king, bro. Rat.
And then he has him hold it for a little while, right? And he kind of plays it off for a second. But I think having him hold it at the top for a little while is a good thing. I think that's a very good thing. Locking in that form while he's young. And now if we go, I think this is all-time PR. 339.
Start. Press. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. 339. No, I won't take it. 339. Crazy. He's a crazy man. He's a lunatic.
But seriously, holding the weight at the top like that, that may be the way to go. I've always done that on all my benches. And this is the first time where I've actually seen somebody kind of purposely have their athlete do it. Now, is he onto something with that? Maybe. Is he just screwing around? Maybe. I don't know. But I think his form is just so perfect. And the coach, I don't know. I think his coach is great. And now if we go over here, he has a meet. We probably have to mute this one because he weighed in. I don't know. Is this? Doesn't even show the weight. But here we have. I think this would be his opener bench. This was his meet. This is his best meet. Here, I should just skip to the good part. My bad for everybody who wants to watch full meet recap. Go ahead, follow him. You can watch the whole thing. I just want to see the good part. 335. At 14 years old. I didn't hit 315 until I was 15. That's crazy. I benched 517. I hit 315 until I was 15. He's doing more than that in a meet at 15, and that was at 14, and that was smoked. That was so easy. And he doesn't look that old, right? He doesn't look that overdeveloped. He doesn't look that overmatured. He looks like a 14-year-old kid should. And what I could see is I could see this trend on his open powerlifting just continuing to just blow up, go crazy, right? Let's take a look at this. 13, he did his first meet. He weighed 197. Boom, perfect jumps. I'm assuming that he was with his coach at this time too. His coach obviously knows what he's doing. He competes a month later only, and he puts 6 pounds on the bench, right? Because my recommendation, anybody that's newer lifting, in the beginning, compete as much as you want. Compete often. It's fun. It helps you grow, right? So he competes a month apart, less than a month apart, 15 days apart. Holy crap. Put 6 pounds on the bench. Opens with what he ended with 2 months later, less than 2 months later. Unable to get to 292, which looks like the plan of the day. And then we have another 2 months later, which is a video that we just saw. He ends up gaining 20 pounds, right? So I'm assuming just because it's 198, he's pretty close to the weight on all these. So I'm assuming he's probably walking around 203, 205. Coach tells him, you're growing, go crazy, eat all the food. That's what he does. He's up to 217 here, and that's what I'm saying. I believe he's pretty tall. I think he's probably about 6 feet tall. And so this is another 2 months passes, and this is when he opens 320, 325 second, 336 third for that record that we saw. And then he even goes for 341. I think these numbers are picked perfectly. Huge props to his coach. Huge props to him. I think he's definitely the future bench press. I don't see any squat or deadlift from him, so it'd be cool to see that. But other than that, beast. Joe Middleton. Let me know who you want me to go over next. And until next time, Blakewendt1 signing out. Peace.